A revisit to one of mankind's greatest catastrophes resulted horribly as the endless depth of the ocean claimed 5 more souls on the Titan submarine. The devastating news shook the world and made global headlines. The questions that would flood everyone's minds would be, how could a multi-million-dollar expedition, monitored by globally renowned experts, go so wrong? And how did the supposed engineering marvel go missing during its voyage? In this video, we examine the complete circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the advanced submarine Titan.
Pieces of the Titan submersible that imploded with 5 people on board have been retrieved from the ocean floor.
The debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber. I offer my deepest condolences to the families.
The RMS Titanic, the biggest steamship in the world at the time, known for its revolutionary design and called unsinkable by many, made history when it hit an iceberg 4 days into its first transatlantic voyage in April 1912. It sank to the bottom of the ocean, and more than 1,500 people died. The wreck was discovered in pieces in 1985, about 400 miles off Newfoundland. The accident shook the world as one of the biggest conspiracies to exist. Throughout the years, the Titanic's shipwreck had remained untouched at the bottom of the ocean floor. That is, until deep-sea tourism advanced towards the opportunity to visit the renowned site once again. But to do so would be no easy task. The Polar Prince, a Canadian expedition ship, deployed the 22-foot Titan craft to descend over 13,000 feet to the Titanic's wreckage site. 1 hour and 45 minutes after it began to descend, the Titan lost touch with the surface ship, according to the US Coast Guard. The ship was boarded by 5 people, including British businessman Hamish Harding, Pakistani investor Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleiman, French diver Paul-Henri Nargeolet, and OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush. And the trip were to have cost the participants $250,000 for their presence. After the boat sank early Sunday morning, it experienced a horrific implosion that killed all 5 people on board. Although the exact time and location of the implosion are unknown, a US Navy acoustic sensor detected an anomaly on Sunday, which was probably the Titan's catastrophic implosion. A terrible finish to a drama that encompassed a critical 24-hour search and a global vigil for the missing vessel was declared by the Coast Guard on Thursday, with the discovery of submersible debris and the cessation of rescue efforts. The wreckage, which authorities claim originated from the submersible, was found by a deep-sea robot close to the Titanic shipwreck. Here's what we know. Number 1. Debris. The Titan's submersible's 5 different major pieces of debris were discovered by the remotely operated vehicle, according to Paul Hankins, Director of Salvage Operations and Ocean Engineering for the US Navy. The debris was consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber and, consequently, a catastrophic implosion, the scientists claimed. Number 2. Timing. According to Morga, the remote-controlled vehicles will continue to gather data at the scene. In the incredibly complex case of the Titan's failure, it will take time to establish a precise timeline of events. The officer from the Coast Guard stated that the organization would eventually have more knowledge regarding what went wrong and its evaluation of the emergency response. Number 3. Response. The huge international and interagency search effort was praised by Morga. He claimed that teams used the proper equipment and moved as rapidly as they could. What happened to the occupants when the Titan imploded? According to experts, the ship's pilot and 4 passengers were likely killed instantly as it tragically imploded due to the high water pressure in the deep North Atlantic. The worst possibility envisioned during the desperate 24-hour search for the missing vessel, according to maritime researchers, was an implosion. The hull of the Titan might break under high pressure, experts had warned, and anybody on board would perish in an instant. While OceanGate Expeditions, which owned and operated the craft, highlighted the Titan's roomier cylindrical-shaped cabin made of carbon fiber, experts in the field say it was a departure from the sphere-shaped cabins made of titanium used by most submersibles, which are thought to be ideal because water pressure is exerted equally on all areas. Investigation concerning the Titan submarine disappearance is still going on today. A specialized task team composed of authorities in forensic analysis, oceanography, and naval technology has been constituted. They carefully examine each piece of information that is available, including satellite photos and the crew's background, in an effort to put the puzzle together. One of the biggest and most intricate search operations in maritime history is now underway. The urge to solve this intriguing enigma and provide closure to the families of the lost crew members drives governments and organizations to continue providing resources. The catastrophic incident has made global headlines and has attracted a lot of attention across the world. The White House thanked the US Coast Guard and international partners for their search and rescue efforts for the submersible that went missing on its way to the Titanic wreckage. This has been a testament to the skill and professionalism that men and women who serve our nation continue to demonstrate every single day, a White House spokesperson said. How much did the search cost? For the US Coast Guard alone, the cost of the search will probably reach millions of dollars. The US, the Navy, the Canadian Coast Guard, and other government and corporate organizations also hurried to offer resources and expertise. According to Virginia-based naval historian, commentator, and author Norman Polmar. You know, the cost of operating the aircraft is high alone. The cost of using the turboprop P-3 Orion jet-powered P-8 Poseidon subhunters, C-130 Hercules, and other aircraft in the search has been estimated by the Pentagon at tens of thousands of dollars each hour. According to Stephen Kurting, a US attorney in Maine who focuses on maritime law, the US Coast Guard is generally forbidden by federal law from demanding payment relative to any search or rescue service. The Submarine Titan acts as a chilling reminder of the mysteries that linger beneath the seas until that time, reminding us of the vast and uncharted regions of water that still hold secrets waiting to be disclosed. The crew's bravery, the difficulties of naval engineering, and the never-ending search for information and comprehension in the face of the unknown are all demonstrated by the story of the ship. That's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to support the channel by liking and subscribing. We look forward to your accompaniment in the next one. Thanks.